Yeah, y'all know what it is. Eagles wear boxing. I see you out there. Yup, y'all. So you already know, man. Huh? You know already. Out there doing too much. You doing too much, man. Doing way too much out there. You already know, man. It's only so much. You only talk to her so much, man. Y'all know if she in here, it's not too much. I don't like to see too much conversation going on. Anyway, y'all, sir said salute. Oh, Lala D said, hey, oh my gosh. Just in time. Okay, hello at Lala D, big grin on his face. Yeah, I say that. And when I see the tears, I know when you're just crying, it's laughter. I know that Lala D. Lala D thinks that I think it's sadness or something, or somebody's actually crying. Crying out loud is means too many things. Crying out loud could mean you're laughing out loud. Crying out loud means some kind of crying out loud, like you can't believe it, things of that nature. But anyway, yeah, we're back up in here. Um, yeah, Eagle been working a little bit. I gotta get ready to go to another fest. That's why I can't never get out of town. That's why I can't never travel. Is because a lot of stuff is here. But I told my medicine man, more or less. I told him next year we getting out of here, for sure. So if we getting out of here, we gonna at least make it to the Midwest if we don't make it all the way out. If we don't make it to the East Coast, we're gonna make it to the Midwest. Yeah. Lala D got bad news for you about that little conversation we had about New York and all these boxers. So the consensus ended up being, and this comes from Shannon Briggs, Shannon Briggs, comes from Roy Jones Jr. and another fighter. So, I mean, I was asking you about New York fighters, but the best fighters come out of the Midwest. Sorry. That was the consensus. It was between three states. It was the states was Florida. This is what they said. They said Florida, Ohio, and the Midwest, Detroit specifically. So all the best fighters come out of Detroit, for the most part. They got the the baddest fighters. So, and Texas is starting to come up, but so that's the consensus. It's not my consensus, but that was the consensus. So, and you can go check that. You can go check out there. You can go check out the interview and stuff. Stop getting mad at me all the time. You always want to take everything out on me, like I come up with all the information. I'll let you figure it out. It's not like I come up with all the information. You just get so mad at me because you because because I won't bow down for New York. You just like you want me to bow down for New York so bad, but you want me to bow down to yeah to New York so bad. It's like, you know what? I'm not bowing down to New York. It's a dirty place. It could be nice. I think you like to go. You know what it is. I think you like to go to. I think you like to go to Times Square. I think that's what you like. Because all kinds of freaky and crazy stuff be happening. I think that's what you like. You like going to Times Square, and so that's why you're always picking on me. Anyway, y'all, stop hating me. I'm always happy to see my sister. You said you not so much. Wow. Is that what it is? You ain't so happy to see me so much, but you come here though. Go visit her on her stream. Well, she don't really stream, but she does. She does her little rants and raves though. Yeah, go see her. You didn't know she was gonna be. How you knew she was gonna be here? Don't start no trouble with me, sir. Y'all, sir, don't start no shit with me because she's here. You didn't know she was gonna be here. You lucky Mayweather is my favorite. He's from Grand Rapids. Yeah, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ali's from that's Midwest though. Ali's from Kentucky. Is that the Midwest or more South? No, it's Midwest. Yeah, Midwest South. Yeah. New York City doesn't ask for people to bow down. It commands. You ain't get. They ain't getting. You can't command me to do a damn thing over there. We're gonna lock up. I don't like going to places where it's just potential beef for no reason. And I'm not even picking on New York. It's any place. There's places in Houston I ain't going. There's places, a lot of places I just ain't. When he had this, it was just a quick clip where he's holding the gun up to his head. I was like, what the hell? What the hell is wrong with y'all little brother, man? Hey, but you guys, like I said, you guys started to adore him again. You guys went crazy and started adoring him. And oh, you did, bro, that little brother, and this and that, and then now. So don't try to weasel out, and don't try to get away from the fact that he's out of his damn mind. I don't know if it was old or new. I don't know. So that's why I'm asking. And I guess the Lomachenko, I guess that deal didn't work out. I'm not even 100% sure on that. So they just all these light fighters they're just talking. I said light fighters. That used to be one of my regiments. Used to be light fighters. I used to be in what they call light fighters. Yeah. That was uh that was artillery. Yeah. But those guys are just talking about who's gonna fight who or whatever. I don't know. I just want to see some fights. Can we get some fights? Um, a lot of people think if he fights Canelo, that he just don't have enough to hurt Canelo. He probably can outbox him a little bit, but I don't know if he can afford to get clipped by Canelo. Canelo seems to find a way to get you, somewhere. I don't really appreciate his skill set that much, but that just goes to show that what the skill set is of these fighters today. Not hating. I know a lot of D will put me straight up on the hate. She'll put a hate jacket on me so quick. Okay, y'all, so he ain't seen it. Yep. AB does dumb shit all the time, so I wouldn't be shocked if it was if it was decent. Recent, yeah, that's what you meant. Yeah. And so it might be. So it might be something that's recent that he just did. I don't know. I just saw it. I just saw it within the last couple of days. I'm like, what the hell's AB doing? Like, what is he doing? Holding a gun up to his head. What the hell is wrong with this kid, man? It's hard to, you know what? It's hard to get. It's hard for me to start to like these guys, as far as like personally. That's my whole thing. And I want to like Tank, but it's just like I stopped liking him. Some of his antics is just too much. Sometimes he does too much. You could do too much. Like, man, come on, you did. But if you family, then it's okay if somebody does too much. Oh, look at him, man, because the mom and girlfriend and all them, they be laughing at it and stuff like that. But the grown ass man is gonna be like, man, stop. The grown man gonna tell you that you're doing too much. The youngsters is gonna think it's cool, and maybe mom and girlfriends and all that, and they think some of the stuff is cool, but it's like you're doing a little bit too much. But let's get some fights, man. That's a pretty exciting division right now. But that division, if you think about it, that division can fall apart. We got these fighters. So think about it. So we got Tank, we got Shakur, we got Loma. Loma could be out of there at any second. Frank Martin has to develop more if his mind and stuff is still gonna be okay. But these fighters can be out of there. Haney already left, so he's not there. I mean, he's already at 140. Probably, I don't know what his future's gonna be. I mean, it only takes a fight for somebody to decide to call it a career. We said we losing heavyweights. We still got remnants of heavyweights in there. We still got Chisora fighting all the time. So that's his business. That's what he loved to do. He just loved to fight. But some fighters can't take it like that and keep getting back in the ring. because I believe we lost Wilder. And yes, I mean, yes, he gets inspired somehow and comes back. I don't know, but Wilder's gone. I don't know. I don't even see Tyson Fury fighting like five more fights or something. I don't even see that. He's not gonna beat Usyk. He can forget that shit. He just ain't gonna beat Usyk. And the reason he's not gonna beat Usyk, because it doesn't matter what his plan is. What I feel is the reason he can't beat Usyk is because he just he's gonna have to fight the whole fight. He's not gonna be able to play around. Yeah. She said something. I didn't know you were one of the light skinned fighters. You guys didn't like to get hit. Well, light skinned fighters like to get hit because you know why? Because they can show the punishment. It's actually an unfair advantage a lot of times. I'm gonna tell you. So the thing is, when you're a light skinned fighter, it's kind of an unfair advantage for you when it comes to bragging rights, because you can show how beat up you were. If you're a darker skin, you can't really show how beat up you are. People look at you like, oh, it did nothing happen to you, but you internally, you probably bruised up pretty bad. But nobody feels anything for you. Nobody feels anything like, oh, he don't even have a black eye, nothing wrong. Let's like Tank. Tank gets bruised up real easy. He gets scraped if he gets just grazed by gloves, he gets all red and everything. But this comes with the territory. But you see, he's always smiling after the fight. I'm beat up on. It doesn't show up on people. The only thing that really shows up if you got darker skin, the thing that shows up is if you get swollen up. There's no way to hide that. 'Cause remember, Joe Frazier used to get all swollen up. What was that that fighter out of New York? He used to get swollen up like within the second round. He was third round. What was it? What was the middleweight's name? Lala D. You know who I'm talking about, right? The one that used to get swollen up. The one that fought in I think the '90s. I just can't think of his name right now. But you guys, you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, I think it's Iran. I think it was Iran. Though. I think it was Iran Barkley. I think that's who it is. Yeah, you said it's pointless. You're right. Pointless fight. You said Chisora versus Joyce, but thankfully it isn't his last fight. He's out picking Joyce. Hopefully, Chisora doesn't pull it off. He might give him an incentive to stay longer. Yeah. If Chisora wins, he's not going nowhere. He's going to stay around. As simple as that. Yep. So how'd you do over the weekend as far as fights and stuff? How'd you do? Pick all the winners. Yeah, so they got 5 more days. Yep, and Terrence Crawford, I guess, is the week after this. I think it must be after this. So Saturday, so Saturday, Friday, second, first. Yeah, I think I got to work on. I know I got to work Luis Alberto Lopez and Angelo Leo. Mbile fights. So Mbile is fighting again. Derevyanchenko's fighting again. Oh, he's fighting Derevyanchenko, yeah. And then Regis Prograis is coming. He's right back at it again. I'll watch him fight. I don't know about Inoue versus TJ Dehaney. And then all the way up in September we still get October is the most exciting for me. I don't care about the December deception, but Arthur Beterbiev versus Dimitri Bivol. Yep. So yeah, we look forward to that one. So don't. So I'll just say it. This one, I don't want to hear nothing about the the Paul brothers. I don't want to hear nothing about Jake Paul, so don't even tell me that. You know, so we already know about the Ennis fight. That was a week before. Kasuma got that TKO. And Sam Goodman got the decision. Fernando Martinez got that decision. I'm just going all the way back up a little bit. William Zepeda, Johnny Foster. I still don't like what happened to Osaki Foster. I'm sorry. A lot of people say they don't care. Maybe it's just like uh, they. I think that was I think that was a statement. To be honest, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that was actually a statement. The way they did Osaki, I think it was a statement. They just don't want. We don't want fighters like that no more. They just don't want fighters like that. They don't want to praise fighters like that no more. It's like, nah, you guys, we want action. But you know what? I know they robbed them bad, but I think it is what it is. They just want they they're trying to change boxing to get the fighters to fight because they. If you notice, a lot of if you hear all these stories about the fighters not getting paid, so you would have to wonder what that is. Why the fighters aren't getting paid? The fighters aren't getting paid because these promoters and these event holders they just feel like they're getting ripped off. They're not making the money that they projected first. They project this money and they're not getting the money, and that's what it is. They're just like, okay, we should be able to get this out of this, and they're not getting it because you got to realize it's a gamble. It's really a gamble when you got these fighters up here and the expectations is that they bring in the money, and then if they don't bring in the money, guess what happens? You lose your butt off. You're not trying to go into your bank book to get the money. You know what I mean? That's like any business or whatever. You got your money set aside, but then you got the income that's coming in. Okay, this ought to pay for this. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, it's like this bag is gonna pay you, and then I'm gonna be able to take some of this money and I'm gonna be able to bank this myself. But now the money that they're bringing in is not. It's not enough. Not enough to pay them in bank. All that money might go to them, and then they still got to go into the bank account. Like, I ain't even make nothing off that. Matter of fact, I lost. Now I got to write it off as a loss. So, you said Jake Paul's the GOAT. Oh man. Yeah. Oh, a lot of D said you should see her suntan. She's a show off, man. I can't stand that girl, man. That little girl, she getting on my nerves sometimes, man. Talking about her suntan and all that. He said, "Oh, you did okayish on both MMA and boxing picks." Okay, Lala D. Like y'all said, Lala D. I could. It's imagine what have been really nice there. Yeah. Yeah, it's just she keeps bragging to me about her little Aruba trip. I'm getting tired of that little miss over there. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I know she had fun. Yeah, but Jake Paul, yeah, he the GOAT. You right, the GOAT. Yeah, but you right. They damn sure did rob him. At least some people care about it a little bit. Some people don't give a shit. So something, they don't want it from us. If a Mexican comes out with that style, he'll be a world phenomenon. Yeah, I mean, I can see that the whole is biased. Okay, let's bring it out. Let's bring out the discussion to show how full of crap it really is. Let's bring up the discussion a little bit. Let's just bring out the discussion, and this is like strong because, let's say we take the so-called people of darker color out of the boxing picture. All of them, every last one of them. And it doesn't. When I say color, I'm not even. Just read through it. Don't be silly. I'm not saying because Tank is lighter. I'm talking. Yeah, I'm including people like Tank, Shakur, all those. Let's say, for instance, just take all of them out. So no Terrence Crawford, no Tank, no Shakur, no Boots Ennis, no Anthony Joshua, no Chisora, no who else? Like my mind is kind of stumped right there. Even the new guy, no multi and none of that. Just take them all out of boxing. All out. No more. Will the sport thrive more? Will there be more money brought in because it's hooray they're out? Or will it be a little bit less money and it'd be like, what the hell is this kind of sport, or what is this? Because the foes will be different opposition. If we take them all out, and even though that's a small thing, it seems like that's a small thing that Lala D brought up. It's actually bigger. Like I said, we get into it, it'll be more and more layers of it, because it has too many profound meanings and other meanings and stuff. When you think about it, take them out. You could participate. Now listen, you could participate even though we don't like you, we hate you, we want you to get beat somehow. We want somebody else to triumph over you because you have been dominant too long. Is that what it is? Somebody let me know. You've been dominant too long. We just can't have you, continue with your success and be dominant like that. We can't have that. No, we can't have you just being dominant and just keep being dominant. So something must give. See, it's always been like that in sports and everything else. We try to get past it. I see what people do is, and what they should do is two different things. Take a trip back. Take a trip back, even if we're not old enough, but take a trip back into the mannerisms of, and I'm talking about pre-Muhammad Ali, before Muhammad Ali, or even during that time besides him. If you look at just the way that even fighters, on both sides, if you look at the way that they conducted themselves, you will see that that they made honor out of this thing. It wasn't all the dishonor like it is now. They made honor out of it in the way they spoke. They seemed to they was as well spoken as they could be, regardless of education level. They was just real, just good spoken and everything. And no, it has nothing to do with tap dancing, okay? So don't even look at it that way. It has nothing to do with that. That is the furthest thing from what I'm saying. But I give you the keys, or one of the keys. The key is you have to realize where you are. And when you talk to people, a lot of people was talking about command in New York, but the way that you speak, that will actually command the respect and everything else. I mean, you don't need to talk to people like you're above them, but talk to people like, like they're not getting it. Talk to people like, oh, you poor sir, you poor ma'am. That's the way you have to talk. I don't like to get into, like, people like to have debates and get into all these discussions and stuff. I don't like to be the one that's in there loud and all that. No. If I just can't if you're wearing your passion for something that is made by man or created by man, then I don't know what to do with you. I don't know how much of my respect is really going to go to you if you got that much passion, where you're going to kill and fight and all that and argue. It's not really an argument. For me, all these things we talk about, these are just discussions, and I like to get deeper and deeper into them, because you're not going to cover everything in your first try around. That's why you need a part 2 and part 3. And not just going concurrently sometimes or consecutively. It's not just, that's not what I meant, because sometimes you have to do a lot of heavy thinking after you've already had a discussion. You be like, okay, I missed this part. So it's another layer to this. Because when we look at stuff, we're usually looking at, when it comes to sports, we're usually looking at the physical phenomena. We're not looking at anything emotional, and we're not looking at anything mental as much. We're just not. Well, that's not what we're doing. But a lot of times you gotta look. Sometimes you have to look a little bit deeper. The only time we look at emotional or mental is if we can just see it. Like if you can see it. Like I said, I kind of trained myself to see certain stuff. That's why I kept bringing up when I see certain fighters out. That's why I say certain things about them. It's not like the obvious, like the Oliver McCall type of thing, where you just standing there and looking sad in the ring. It's nothing like that. That's different. That's different. Of course, everybody can see that, you know. But then with all the fakery, you never know, cause you got Ryan acting all crazy. I see you down there, Gil. What's up, brother? Yeah, when you got Ryan acting real crazy, I mean, we don't know. So is Ryan real? Are you really crazy? Or are you just acting crazy? And we don't. Sometimes you just don't. You don't know. But then when you do crazy shit like he's doing, hey, your brother here, y'all, sir. Your brother Gil is up in here. Yeah. Yeah, but when you acting crazy like that, nobody knows. But then when you go on that other kind of rant, when you just flip the whole thing, when you got yourself kicked out of an organization that, and you're a fighter, but you get yourself kicked out of an organization that is a boxing organization because you're an idiot. That's that's just really dumb. That's just dumb. You're right. Put them hands on Devin. You still talking about what Ryan did? Yeah, that's old news already. Yeah. You put pause on him. I still ain't gonna give him no credit though. He beat up Devin Haney, but I'm not gonna give him credit like I probably would have gave him credit. And it has nothing to do with the allegations or the steroids. It had nothing to do with that. As far as this guy is, you know, as far as this guy making all this racist rant and all that, then I can't roll with him like you, Gil. See, that's the whole thing about the new generations. They don't care about like the race. If somebody's racist, they really don't care. They'll still rock with him. Like, oh, that's still my boy. I don't care if he hates me. I don't. I mean, I don't. This whole oh man, I don't get this, man. The whole generation like that. If somebody don't like me, and don't rock with me, that's fine. I mean, good. Let me know, so that way I don't invest time and energy in you. You know what I mean? If you don't like me, then let me know, so that way I can be like, well, I don't like you. We just don't like each other. You don't like me. I mean, even if I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't like you like that, but I'm like, okay, so you don't like me, but it's okay. But I don't really have a problem with you. But since you don't like me, I'm not gonna mess with you. I'll put it that way. I won't mess with you. I don't necessarily have to badmouth everybody. Doesn't know I won't necessarily have to badmouth you. But if you ain't rocking with me, hey, I ain't really rocking with you either. Yep. A lot of these still here. Okay, she said, "What's up, Gil Coles?" Yeah, sir says salute, bro. At Gil Coles. Yep. Put him up there. I don't know, but this whole thing, they killing boxing with all these antics and stuff. They doing way too much, man. They just doing too much for the sport. It's like, wow, everybody, like Gil said, it was a lot of action this year. Like, he enjoyed all the fights. And for the most part, yeah, we had some pretty decent fights this year. I can say that we had some pretty decent fights. That's about all I can say. Yeah, we had some pretty decent fights, and we had some upsets, and uh, the playing field is starting to thin out to the what so we can see what we need to see. Now, who's that heavy puncher that got exposed? So we have one of the lighter guys that got exposed. Who else got exposed? So we had a few fighters got exposed. We got Tyson Fury finally got exposed. He's not retiring undefeated now. Devin said a white boy can't beat me. Beat me, got whooped by racists. Got beat by racists. Well, racists have beat people in, and they always will. As long as you allow them. But it's hard for me to bring up these historic points with Gil Coles because you know, he's set in his ways, so I can't really bring a lot of this stuff up. But if you have total confidence in a lot of these stories are told backwards, man. And if you could figure out the reason why all these stories were told backwards and upside down, then you'll start to develop. If you can't get that, then I don't know. It's nothing I can really tell you if you can't really get that. Because it's true. All these stories was just told backwards, like all upside down, backwards, like, and then somebody's peeping out the corner like this, like, did they buy it? Oh shit. You know? Look, look at you. You said bring your false truths. I don't bring. That's one thing I ain't gonna bring. I ain't gonna bring no false truth. I'll bring information, but I'm not gonna bring something that's false. That's one thing you won't catch me doing. I'm not gonna bring false stuff. You know what I mean? I'll bring the information. That's all I do. Because there's so many different stories. It's really easy. You just have to. What you have to do is you have to actually study for yourself. You have to ask what really happened. And you can't Google it. That's the whole thing. When you try to go Google stuff, you're not gonna be able to Google what's real and what's fake because that's Google is like an agenda. At first, remember, like way back when I was telling you guys, I told you how to search Google. You can't search it even that way anymore. You got to play stupid when you search Google, and then you get some truth out of it. But if you go in there acting like you a scholar, and you search Google, you ain't gonna get no information. You're not gonna get no information off of it. But if you play dumb, sometimes you can still get some information, but mostly it's not there for information anymore. This simple, generic information, that's what it's there for. But yeah, this whole state and the attitude of boxing is just it's disturbing because we're not getting any of the results that we need to get out of boxing. We want to put two and two together, but we can't get it put together. We want to have certain fights as fans, and we just not gonna get these. It seems like we're not getting these fights. I mean, I felt Bud should have been stepped up and had a fight by now. Stepped up and had a fight with somebody with a name. He should have went ahead and beat up Boots. Just knock Boots off, so that way Boots will stop talking like, okay, I knocked you off. Now what you got to say? That's what you do. Everybody trying to pick and try to choose and try to get that bag. Yes, it's prize fighting. I always say that, but nobody wants to listen to me when I say it's prize fighting. You don't want to listen. I said it's prize fighting, but you see what these fighters doing? They're going for the prize. You know, that whole Mayweather thing is still stuck here in these fighters' mind. But you're not as defensively sound as Mayweather, so you don't get people excited. People used to get excited about Mayweather because they watched the defense, and then they would watch him, even if he was what they call pot shotting or whatever, even if he was hitting you with like a 2 or 3 piece and then folding back up. At least he gave that excitement out. But you fighters ain't even giving that out. Instead of sitting there, blocking punches and taking a little bit, even when he fought Mosley, he took some punishment, but he came right back firing hard. You know what I mean? But the fighters, they're not doing that. They're just trying to, stay out of trouble and never get hit. You got to get hit sometimes so we can know what kind of warrior you are. We don't want to watch you box all the time. We want to watch you box and fight. Yeah, you said what conspiracy theory you want to talk about? I got time today. Nah, I'm not really gonna bring this stuff up. Um, I'll tell you one thing. This backwards. Well, I can tell you a lot of stuff that's backwards. was that whole thing is okay. I'll put this one's safe. Like the naming of countries, like the naming of countries, like Africa. Just the name. Okay, Italy, England, Ireland, Spain. I'll put it that way. Now maybe you can Google that. Maybe you can find those out. Maybe they probably won't. They probably won't allow you to find those out. But just me telling you that those were not named, which is crazy. Those names came after those names were already like here, except for Africa. Well, maybe Africa too, though. But there's a specific way. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take myself to. Gotta find my card. I'm going to the library today. Libraries be hiding, but the thing about it is you can go if you have access to a college library online. You might be able to get the information. I've been noticing they got these specials on these audibles. Yeah, so they got these specials on these audibles and stuff. So that would be nice for me, especially if I'm driving or something like that. It'd be nice to have an audible, because that way you're reading, but you're not reading. You're having somebody read it to you. That would actually be a good service. That would actually be something cool to have somebody. I mean, it's a good business idea. Somebody can do it. Is to read books. I know they have that, but not like what I'm saying. But to have somebody to read books, they come over, they read books to you. So I don't feel like straining my eyes, and I don't feel like reading. Yeah. So there, that information I gave you right there, that's it. The information I just gave you is that these countries try to find. So that's your assignment, sir. I want you to dig and research. I want you to figure this out. I want to see what kind of scholarship you got, because you're really good. You're really good when it comes to getting the boxing information. But see if you can get that information. These countries that were named after their name was already here. This is something that you didn't know, or you might have known. Did you know that D.C. used to be Rome? D.C. used to be Rome. That's facts. Facts. That's facts. Who's this, Bruce? Who's this Bruce Cannabis? Education and Entertainment TV. Salute, brother. Is that your new deal, Bruce? At Eagles Web. Oh no! If you read, I'm gonna ask him. Salute to Bruce Cannabis Education and Entertainment TV. I don't know. You guys can check him out. Go see it. Is that our brother? Is that Bruce? Bruce? Is that the real Bruce, y'all? All right. Let me go ahead and. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna take it that that's our regular Bruce. So yeah. Okay, that's my alternate channel. Okay, Gil, he said salute at Gil Coles. Yeah, you got an extra sub also. There we go. All right. Too legit to quit. Look at Eagles Web. Trust in modern technology. Yeah, that's the real Bruce. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got him. Where Sir came from? Sir came in talking about, yeah, that's the That's like the second or third time that Sir Flame came in here like that. I mean, Sir Flame came in one time. He had to chop somebody when he came in. That's kind of ironic that you came in like that, Sir Flame. The one time you came in on somebody's necks. Now this time you had to come in, and you had to say that that's the real deal. That's the real deal. That's the real guy. Yeah. I don't, ego don't be forgetting all the time. I forget some things I forget. No, but I'm gonna look at the pages. I ain't gonna have somebody reading some crap to me and they don't. I mean, man, why not have somebody read something to you? Especially if you're really interested in it. You know what? The thing about it, so I'm gonna say it this way: if somebody's reading or talking to me, I can get a better, clearer understanding with their hand gestures, eye movement, and also their voice when they're reading than I can if I'm just reading it myself. Because I'm hearing it, then I'm visualizing. When you read, you visualize, but when somebody's telling you something, they make it more visual. Okay. So just like if you read a statement, it says that somebody approached a stop sign. He was about to delete all his audio books. I'm not gonna delete none. I don't have it. I don't have any. I don't have not one. The only ones I ever listened to, and this is before your time, man. Only Bruce is probably old enough to know what a cassette is, from like the '90s over until like maybe 2000, maybe. Maybe they had these things called cassettes, which they got rid of probably right before 2000. They had cassettes. It might have been a little bit longer than that, but I think right before 2000 that they had cassettes. There was audibles. But now you can download all the audible stuff. You can download it. You can put it on a little storage device. I don't even have backup storage for none of my phones. I don't have backup storage. I get rid of stuff. Like, why am I going to collect so much crap? And people collect so many pictures and stuff. What you do is get those pictures, the ones that you want to keep, you download them, print them, and that's it and all that. That's too much. You're doing too much. Yep. Sir Flame said that Bud couldn't fight until Spencer Man's time ran out. Then he wanted Timmy Zoo. That fell through. Now he just going to grab a belt. Yeah, he just going to grab something right now, but I don't know. Bud, he got all that energy, but you never know, man. Bud and them, when you get up there, when you start getting up there in age a little bit, and they're not old by no means, but when you're boxing age, you never know when you're just gonna be flat-footed and just shit just don't click. I mean, we haven't seen Bud like that. We've seen Bud hurt real bad, and I just can't forget that. The Gamboa had him hurt real bad, and a lot of people think Canelo can't be hurt. I'm like, Canelo was hurt by Cotto. Cotto almost had Canelo completely out. If that would have been a more skilled Cotto, if that would have been his brother, that had Canelo hurt like that, Canelo would have been out. And we wouldn't even be having some of the same conversations we have about Canelo. I'm just saying. So when you look at fighters, it's like, this guy had you hurt real bad. So we know you can get hurt bad, but the thing is, there's nobody up to date out of those times that you got hurt that you allowed to get you hurt. But you never know. You might end up getting hurt again. If you end up getting hurt, that's it. Bruce said, hey, what's up, Lotta D? Gilco said, man, what? He said, I remember cassettes. You ain't that old. Hey, you know what? Some people don't remember cassettes, man. I'm sorry about that. Some people don't remember what a cassette was. You finally spoke up on it, but nobody knew that. Sir Flame said, shout out to y'all, sir. He said, shout out to okay. He said, hey, Queen at Lotta D. Okay, she's talking again. She was being a little bit stuck up for a second, but now she's back. She's back to being nice Lala again. Lotta D said, but already said himself that he doesn't know how his older body will handle 154. Asante, don't try to sneak your Bud hate in. Oh my goodness. Why I gotta be sneaking? You know what? I'm done. I'm through with you, Lala D. I'm just through. I can't. I just can't with you no more. I mean, I try, but I just can't, girl. I just can't with you. You just damn Lala D, Surf Flame. Lala D always got to come back at Eagle with something. You know what I mean? Lala D always hit the Eagle with something. If it's not her, yeah. If it's not her, it's Gil. You know, or yeah, sir. It always got to be one of them. Surf Flame, the only one that halfway have my back. Sometimes he have my back all the way, but sometimes at least he halfway have my back. And Bruce. Bruce don't be going in on me all the time. But y'all, like between Lala D, I'm just done. I just can't. I just can't with Lala D no more, and I can't with Gil half the time. You know, because they just constantly they just stand on Eagle's neck like it's a tightrope, like all the time. You know what I mean? We need to see what these fighters can do. You know, I don't want to see. I want to see Bud get knocked out. Has nothing to do with hate. I want to see, but see the thing when I say I want to see Bud get knocked out, I want to see every last one of the fighters that's fighting today. I want to see all of them get knocked out. Hmm. I'm gonna see out of all you guys that's in here right now. I want to see who knows or who can fathom, who can think about why why I would want to see everybody get knocked out. And I'm not really going to change the decision. I mean, you just got to figure it out. And don't say hate. It has nothing to do with hate. I just want to know if somebody knows me enough to know why would I want all the fighters to get knocked out. Why? Why do I want to see that? Is that exciting for boxing if you watch all the fighters get knocked out? Is that why I want it to happen? I want to see if somebody is actually, can figure it out, can use a little bit of up here and let me know, why I would say that. Yeah, I see you laughing at me, Loudly. Thank you. Bruce said the Bud knocking out WWE wrestlers. You said because fights will be easier to make. That's a good one, though. Yeah, fights will be easier to make. If everybody's getting knocked out. I'll give y'all 2 minutes to figure it out, though. I give you guys 2 minutes to figure out why I say that I want everybody to get knocked out. Now, if it happened just like that, by just the way that I say it coming out of my mouth like that, then it'll be easy to make fights. But damn it, fights will be. I almost gave the reason away. Almost gave the reason away right there. But yeah, it would be entertaining for us for sure. But I almost gave the reason. I gave you guys 2 more minutes to figure it out. I want to see if Bud can get undisputed at 154. How many fights would he have to have at 154? I don't even know. I don't even know right now. How many fights would he have to have at 154 in order to get undisputed right now? So now I ask to test all fighters' will. Another good solid point. Okay, yeah, y'all got like a minute and a half left to figure this out. See, I knew Gil would come back with some shit like that. Look, Gil said it. That's all he put me on. Y'all understand that? That's all Gil put me on. You see what he put me on, y'all? He put me on hate. That's how he think about me, man. He put me straight up on hate. No rationale. No rationale whatsoever. He just put Eagle straight up on hate. Oh, that's that old hate shit with Eagle. He just put me straight on hate, y'all. Like, that's it. That's how he think, man. Like, no hate. Damn, man. Where all those people went? All them people went, man. People are scared of y'all, man. People are really scared of y'all, Bruce. Yes, sir. They really scared of y'all. Just come up with a reason so before I tell y'all. Come on now, don't. You knew Gil was gonna do. You knew Gil was gonna do it. Come on now. That's too easy. That's too easy. You know what I mean? For Gil to say that shit, that was too easy. That's a setup. That means I set my own self up on that one. That's too easy. Of course he's gonna say hate. hey, yeah, yeah. I'm on that haters bullshit. No, that's not. No, that's not why. That's not what I was. That's not. Has nothing to do. That has nothing to do with it. It's actually good. I gave y'all another half a minute. Y'all need to stop scaring the audience off, man. Did you guys see how many people came up in here at once and left? There's a lot of people flooded up in here, and they did. You'll see after the stream. They flooded up in here. And they took off quick. They was like, no, you don't know. They saw Gil, cause Gil won't let nobody say nothing. That's the they heard about Gil. They like, nah, he ain't gonna let you talk. Like you can't if you come in disruptive or whatever. Yeah, it's different, but yeah. So Gil in here, Gil. I don't have no mods. I don't think I have one mod that hasn't at least chopped one or two people. Even Lala Dia, she's usually nice. Well, she's nice to y'all. She ain't necessarily nice to Eagle. Wow. That's sad though. Gil put me straight up on the hate. Okay, since y'all can't figure it out now. So the reason I said that is because what that will do, and Lala made some good points. But what that would do if these fighters, if all of them if all of them suffered a knockout, what that would do is that would keep them off of all that bullshit, the purse bid shit and all that. The arguments, what would the arguments be then? So you think about it, what would be the argument? Well, you got knocked out. You just got your ass knocked out the last fight. Well, let's go. You see what I mean? They're going to want to fight. They're going to be wanting to fight now. You know, they're going to want to fight. They're going to want to fight. And they're not going to be arguing over bags and stuff because they all going to be able to throw that in each other's face. Oh, you just got your ass out. Well, you just got your ass knocked out. Well, let's run. Well, you knocked me out. Let's run it. You see what I mean? Because that would be the argument. That would be the argument right there. The only argument, oh, you ain't got no O. You ain't got no O. Well, let's run it. You want all that money. You just got your ass out. And see, the biggest thing that they're going to talk about is you getting your ass knocked out and you getting your ass knocked out. That's the biggest thing they're going to talk about. You got knocked out. No, you got your ass knocked out. Well, let's run. They're going to be talking about running it. And that's going to make us happy. Oh, they going to run it? Okay, there we go. Yep. Yep. Yeah. But a lot of people, they fight that Canelo and it just shows you these fighters they're not the same, man. It shows you that these fighters aren't the same. It's just not the same. Because if you can't, well, the nice thing about it is that they both have only been hurt, like really hurt bad by like one fighter that they've actually shown. So they both can show that they're not, they both can show that they can take punches, then they can hide. Like if they are hurt, they can hide it better than the other fighters are doing. Because a lot of fighters is like, man, stop bulging your eyes out when you get tagged. See, a lot of times fighters overdo it when they get hurt. Their eyes get big, and you can see it, or just wobbling, or they shake their head no or whatever. When you shake your head no, you got hurt. But some cases, you can shake your head no and be hurt, but you can still recover for it. Or you shake your head yes. You could be hurt more when you shake your head yes. Yeah, oh yeah, that was a good shot. But you're showing the other fighter that I'm still willing to go. Let's go. I got tagged, but let's go. Let's go for it. I was going to say that. She said, no more. You're not worth more than 25%. Stupid talk. You were going to say what I said? Oh, wow. How you going to say what I was going to say? Just say it then. I gave you the whole 3 minutes that I promised you. I gave you a whole round. Why you think I gave you I think it was 4 minutes. I gave you a round and a rest period. We keep it boxing in here, girl. Little miss, you so disrespectful. And do you always got to be mean to Ego, or can sometimes you be a little bit nicer? But but back to the light guys. Hopefully we get these little lightweights in there and we get some fights. Hopefully we get some more fights at welterweight. There's just not a whole lot of like spectacular fights. We need fights all the way up. But when I was reading, we got some good, very good, interesting fights. We got some fights coming up that I want to see myself. Like I said, the one in is it October? No, what did I say? October. Yeah, the one that's coming up. Like the better be if I'm really. I'm more interested in that. I'm not really even interested in the Terrence Crawford fight as much. I mean, it has nothing to do with hate. I don't really care. I don't care for that fight as much. I really don't. I don't. The Jack Catterall versus Regis Program. I'm more interested in that one than I am about the Terrence Crawford fight. And I ain't got no hate for Terrence Crawford. Contrary to what people might think, is I don't have no hate for none of these fighters. They're in there doing something. I mean, their health and everything else can get hurt. Out there fighting. But for me, I didn't say that I wanted anything bad to happen to them just because they get knocked out. It's not like I don't want them to be stammering and stuttering after they fight or nothing like that, or have some kind of neurological or mental or brain damage. No, that's not what I'm asking. I'm just saying that it would be better for boxing because then there's nobody with like really the upper hand. You can't talk too much shit. If you're gonna fight somebody and you both just got knocked out, you both shut the hell up. Because then even fans can chime in then, because then they'll listen to us. Then they say, "Hey, shit, both of them got knocked the f out. Give them their million and a half. Give them their minimum wage or whatever, until one of them gets back up." So that's another key to a lot of these. So if if it happens like that, at least we get to watch the guy build himself back up. That'll be our new guy. That'll be our new guy for boxing, the guy that builds himself back up. Like, oh, he got back in it. Okay, he's winning again. That'll be our guy. And we don't have to worry about it because that'll be our new guy. Our new guy will be the guy that's back in it, who's come back, like he took the knockout loss. Now he's back. He's on a four fight winning streak or whatever, and his competition is up. Even the people that he's fighting is actually better than the guy that knocked him out. And that's when us as fans, we can look at like the purse war or something like that, which we really don't care about the money, but at least we can look at it like I can see, he can argue for some money. At least it puts the information in us to where we can say, yeah, he should fight for a little bit more money. Because the way it is now, we don't give a shit how much money they make. But some people do. They bring up all the statistics. Well, this what he made on the last bag. This what he made here. This what he made then. Well, we don't care. We don't care, and yes, they're earning it. You know what I mean? Because we still got people fighting that's doing exhibitions, that's fighting, that's making more. It's never in the history of sports. I take that back. A lot of times when you have like an all-star, when you have an all-star anything, that can make more money than a regular season of sports. Like an all-star in basketball, when you do the all-star game, them all-star games, those events and stuff, they make more money than playoffs make. All-star baseball game, yeah, people gonna be there. All-star, like football has kind of fell off a little bit, but people still like it. It kind of fell off. To be honest, when it comes to all-star for football, and you guys can tell me if you're wrong, or if you like what I say, then you can tell me you like it or whatever. I think all-star for football should be done at mid-season, right before they switch up. Because the playoff ends up being late anyway. I mean, just look at it like this. While they're doing all-star, the only ones that's not getting a break that week is the ones that's playing in the all-star game. You see what I mean? So y'all can, if y'all don't like that, y'all can say, no, we can just keep it the way it is. I think as a matter of fact, I think it will get more attention also. If it's in the middle of it gets all the fans can calm their ass down about their team, what their record is and all that. They can start calming down. Like, okay, they played 8 games. You can just calm down, huh? If you 2-6, you just 2-6. At least you don't have to worry about it. You be like, oh shit, we're gonna come back this second half of the season. At least you can look at it like that. But that's it. Come on, Sir Flame, tell me something, brother. Y'all stop letting Lala D jump on me because she's the only girl in here, man. Y'all so scared of her, man. Shit, there's gonna be somebody in here. I'm gonna make another mod that ain't gonna be that scared of her. Everybody's scared of Lala D. Y'all so scary. Y'all act like she Clarissa Shields or something. Y'all scared. She just talk boxing and fashion and eating and all that. She ain't all that though, man. Where y'all got to be fearful of her and stuff. Oh, scary ass mods. They scared of you, Lala. I'm still waiting on Sir Flame. Maybe he's too busy or something like that. I know Lala D busy. I don't know what Bruce doing. Bruce got his words off. I can smell the cannabis from here. I can smell the cannabis from here, sir. Not Sir Flame, but other sir. I can smell the cannabis from here. Well, thanks for my little bit of likes. I know all y'all didn't hit my like button, but that's cool. I just went back to y'all's page to check my likes out. Yeah, all y'all didn't hit my like button, but it's all good. I can hack. I could take it. But if y'all got any other kind of assessment of what's going on, y'all let me know. But for me, I just like I said, I want y'all also laugh. Yeah. Yeah, for me, I just want, I want the good fights. The only way we're gonna get good fights. I told y'all, man, that all that best fighting the best shit blew up in everybody's face. We want the best fighting the best. All that shit blew up in everybody's face. But see, I was never on that energy. I was never on that best fighting the best shit. I never get that shit. No. That's why I want all y'all's asses knocked out. That's why I want all of y'all to suffer a knockout. And y'all can go ahead and put that stamp on me like Gil did. Gil gonna put that hate stamp on me. But no, that's not what it is, brother. It's not because of no hate. What is it? It's just that I want this shit to clear out. Like, let's go. I mean, plus it's good for boxing. I mean, it may not be good for the boxer's health, but it's good for boxing though. Oh shit, you see the knockout? Because then we got a bunch of replays and shit. Hey, put a one up in the chat. If you ever seen Shakur Stevenson, a lot of D going, she's not gonna like this because I said Shakur Stevenson's name. Put a one up in the chat before we get out of here. If you've ever watched a Shakur Stevenson fight, a round, even a round of not the whole fight, but even one round of a Shakur Stevenson fight that you watched over and over again. And I'm not picking on Shakur Stevenson. That's not the whole reason I asked that question. The reason I kind of spotlighted him on that too. Same thing with Devin Haney. If you watch one of his rounds over and over and over again, that they won, or that they was actually winning, and you watched over and over again. Let me see, who else? Let me go back and look at this clip. See? Now, the reason I brought that up is that helps my whole, that helps my argument when I say that I want all of them to get knocked out. Yeah. Oh, Gil Cole said they should start sanctioning and televising sparring sessions since fighters want to clout chase off of them. No, they not. They're not really clout chasing. I don't think, Gil. What happened is it became acceptable. It's become acceptable just because. It's actually become acceptable because of hate. In pride. That's why it just became acceptable because of hate and pride. That's all that was. It's just acceptable. It's not like, and please understand this. It is complete BS. Listen to what I'm saying. It's complete BS when they tell you that something leaked. When I say leaked, I mean like any kind of film, video, footage of anything. Anytime they say it's leaked, they're lying. That shit was given up. There wasn't no damn leakage. Y'all stop believing all that bull stuff. When they tell you that something leaked or whatever, ain't nothing's leaking. Somebody wanted their information to get out there and they let the information out. Don't go there with that leakage. Oh, did you see that? They leaked the information out. It's unfound footage. No, there wasn't no secret unfound footage of nothing. Is it they just decided to release it? That's all that is. Oh, we got leaked footage of the sparring. Yeah, that's why that Haney sparring came out. That's why that Haney footage came out. Somebody got mad at Tank. And they knew that wasn't going to be a good look for Tank. But then it wouldn't have mattered. It should have came out before he fought Ryan. Before Haney fought Ryan. That's when it should have came out. See? But that's it, yeah. That's it, gang. You guys don't want to say nothing. That's all good. It's all good. I appreciate y'all coming through to see Eagle. We'll see if we can come back through Wednesday. We'll talk a little bit more. And maybe we'll talk about something off top. I just don't really like to go into all the politics and all that stuff. You guys can think about it. If you guys like, what just went down within this political picture with Biden and what's going to happen. I think it's already set up with me. It has nothing to do with conspiracy, but I think it's set up already. That shit's set up. So I'll let you figure out who won the presidency already. If you know, you know. And some people know, some people just don't know. Oh, no, they go by the vote. It's, okay. If that's what you think. Anyway, my shout out to all the real people that I see. And my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. Sir Flame, Lala D, Gil Cole, Bruce, and y'all, sir, and whoever else came in and didn't want to say salute. Peace to all y'all. Stop it, Gil. Stop it. Stop it, sir. Anyway, nothing but positivity, power, peace, protection, and perseverance to the family. That's it. That's how we greet. That's how I greet, man. I got 5 P's now. That's my greet, man. I'm trying to keep up with at least 3. My power, protection, and peace to everybody, out there in this crazy world that we got ourselves stuck in. I'll see y'all there, y'all. So we're gonna catch y'all though, man. And stop just trying to come to the stream just to see Lala D all the time, man. I know what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Cause I'm gonna scream at in the screen. I'm gonna scream into this mic so Mrs. Hussein can hear me. All right, y'all.